Hello, my name is Ryan, and good morning. Ooh, bitter. Anywho, where am I putting this thing? I want to talk more about the conspiracy stuff because I'm loving it. I'm loving the side effects so far. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, this is like, it's so ridiculous. And oh, that press conference of him just basically calling everybody stupid. It's like, why are you even thinking about this? It's going to live rent free in my head. Because, and then like the look of Andrew Schultz and all these other it's a good laugh. But the side effects that I'm really enjoying is there's a lot of us that really enjoy conspiracy theories that understand the last, like, better part of a decade, a little bit more so than a decade. In fact, going back to Obama era, there's been a lot of hate and dismissal thrown at people who enjoy conspiracy stuff because honestly, it's a weird slide to see how they weaponize conspiracy theories stuff to get a whole demographic of people to dismiss people who actually want to look into things. It's weird. Anyways, the side effect now is that's a big old like slap across the face to everybody. So everybody's has to like sit there and digest like, oh, I cannot dismiss people who talk about conspiracy theories anymore. It's so ridiculously blatant. And if you are on the train of like absolute dismissal whenever it comes to conspiracy, you're just as bad as MAGA, dude. It's like that's the delineation. You have the MAGAs who are like straight up batshit crazy, like following really weak conspiracy stuff. And then you have this far left that like, oh, conspiracy, condemn them. It's just like, that's kind of a weird crossover where the left becomes conservative. And getting back to it, it's like I had a wonderful conversation about conspiracy theories in public without feeling any shade from anybody overhearing the conversation. That's a first in the 2020s. I love it. I love it because she turned me on to somebody that would have just dismissed and not really paid attention to as far as their conspiracy theory content. And that person being Shane Dawson. Like, I've heard the name, I've never seen any of this stuff. If I were to come across this stuff scrolling, I wouldn't have clicked on it. I'm glad she told me about it because I watched his AI one last night and like, woo, that's a good one. Kind of disappointed he didn't talk about organoids and their whole role in it. Or their upcoming role. And the potential of Neuralink and the integration of AI. Like, there's so many crazy ways And when it comes to like AI conspiracy stuff and how it could end humanity, is like, yeah, I can see it completely dumbing down people to the point where you're going to have to embrace the having to explain common sense more so than you already have to. Because like I had a conversation yesterday, it's like, it's surprising now the lack of common sense in areas where you never would have expect common sense to lack. And that's just the embracing of technology in the way that we're currently doing it. It's like we're just going for convenience and ease instead of like, how do I utilize this to further my intelligence or further my capabilities, develop skills, etc. And with AI, especially how they push out the image generation stuff first, it's like they're killing creativity. It's like we're at a point where fine motor skills are starting to disappear. And if you take away the brain part, like flexing that muscle, oh my goodness, the impacts are staggering if you play it out in decades. However, one thing I'm realizing with AI and how it's progressing is like I've been around computers my entire life, like to a certain point. Like I remember being able to get guitar tabs off like online when I was 12. So I'm 44 now. And I've known of computers, the internet, all the crazy stuff that goes onto it, and seeing all these different technological advances. And AI is progressing so fast that we're not able to see the repercussions like we've been able to see in previous ones. So like for myself, when I say repercussions, I've been working in elementary tech for the last 10, 15 years. Or education tech, about 12 years in elementary level. And I'm going to tell you, the implementation, like there's the conspiracy. Like I can't help but think that maybe all of them got into it and it's like, how about we just flood technology into all these places and take over? Because, yeah, it's interesting to see the promise of technology versus the implementation of technology. And it's just like, here's this thing that can help the classroom, whereas it ends up being more of a hindrance in a lot of ways. And then with the changing of like data collection, how much you need to get there, what do you need to get here, we need to get these test scores, etc. It's just like, dude, nah. And yeah, seeing that lack of common sense develop over the years is insane. And that's when it gets to the point where it's like, there's too many little things going on with people with common interests where it coalesces. And that's where conspiracy theorists get the bad rap, is we'll look into it too much. They overthink it. Give people too much credit. The best explanation for the feeling of cabals and whatnot is George Carlin on Politically Incorrect. It's like, you don't need to have this overarching conspiracy. You just have people of like-minded interests. they tend to coalesce, they tend to group up, they tend to do things, and then they see opportunities different ways. If you don't have empathy and you only care about numbers, it's like, and you're already in a group of people who think the same way, you might have like little like intentional groups that doing stuff, but like you don't have to have the overarching thing. In fact, that's where it all falls apart. And it makes more sense for it to be a whole bunch of little things coalescing into one major event. Because it's still hard to keep people from talking if you have too much planning. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, hey, we can possibly create this one event, and from that, there's going to be a lot of opportunities. And then progress from there. And when I think back about conspiracy theories that have been proven true, and through legal documents and stuff, it's like that's usually what ends up happening. It's like dealing with the messes that derive afterwards. It's not pre-planned stuff to an extent. Like there's like a goal in mind, but like it's gray. That's why it's just good to have the information and come up to your own conclusions when watching the things play out in the news and people reporting on it, whistleblowers and random stuff that's dismissed. Anyways, I think I'm done talking. I need to finish my coffee and wake up. Because, yeah, I just wanted to start off the day with, like, gratitude. I mean, a lot of people are focusing on, oh, it's so bad. Oh, they're not going to do this. It's like, who cares? This is enabling so much good conversation and unity amongst people. Enjoy it. It's been a minute since we could have conversations freely, where everybody was on the same page that, yeah, shenanigans are going on. And that's beautiful. I mean, not the shenanigans, of course. The unity. Anyways, have yourself a great day.